At this point, zombies are just my channel's mascot. I have talked about every type of zombie. I made two videos talking about my book about zombies, and I will be talking about how to survive a zombie apocalypse in like half a week. To prepare yourself for all the zombie content you will see this month, let's go over the history of the most popular apocalypse starter zombies. If you wanted to do your own research, then check the description for the links and leave a comment to tell me what I left out. Before we begin, you should probably check out this video where I talk about the different types of zombies. The origin of zombies can be dated back all the way to ancient Greece, where we have found skeletons pinned down with rocks to prevent them from rising from the dead. Zombie folklore, however, can be traced back to the 17th century when West African slaves were brought to Haiti's sugarcane plantations with supposed reports of zombie behavior among them. The first of these zombies is voodoo magic. A practitioner known as a Bokor was made, and when used properly, it would cause difficulty walking, mental confusion, respiratory problems. If someone used too much, it would make the person look dead and be buried alive, but in reality, they were just paralyzed, so they were revived from the dead. The first pieces of literature to have zombies in them are supposedly around 1697 and were described more as spirits or ghosts, and not the brain eaters we know now. In 1932, around the same time we got the mascots of Halloween, zombies started appearing in films, with White Zombie being the supposed first one. It wasn't until 1968 that zombies got really popular through the film Night of the Living Dead, directed by George Romeo. He would make two more movies over the course of the next 15 years, called Dawn of the Dead and Day of the Dead, with special effects getting better and better, making the zombies look more and more gruesome. Zombies started stretching out wherever they could in the 1980s and hit Scooby Doo in 1998. The final nail taken off this coffin was World War Z in 2013. Even though we link zombies with brainless creatures that eat our brains, that's not how they started. Dan O'Brien, with his film Return of the Living Dead, made the iconic brain eaters. Before then, they were just mindless husks, like in the folklore. In the film, zombies can actually talk like humans. When interrogating one, it says that it only eats the brains to ease the pain of being dead. At some point, this got lost, and just the brain eating is what stayed. George Romeo is often referred to as the godfather of zombie media because a lot of what he does in his movies is what we see now. Even though he wasn't the first, he was supposedly the best. He finalized the characteristics we often see with zombies, like their shambling walk and the desire for flesh. His films weren't exactly consistent with how zombies form, so in 1992, with the movie Dead Alive, he helped explain the reason why zombies spread. Resident Evil and the House of the Dead helped make the fast-paced zombies that we often see. In the film 28 Days Later, Resident Evil was credited as inspiration. There is still debate on which one actually helped revive the love for zombies, though. After 28 Days Later, movies with zombies started getting faster and stronger, with the exception of being The Walking Dead, which is still using the slow-paced zombies. Everyone takes zombies in a different way. Some men make fun of them and try making them sympathetic, while others do try to make them scary. It really depends on the target audience they wanted to get, and how they see zombies. As much as I like seeing movies with fast running zombies like 28 Days Later or World War Z, I think The Walking Dead had more realistic approach to the zombies. It is definitely more fun playing a game with the zombie running at you versus them slowly waddling over. It just isn't as realistic because they are a rotting corpse, and if current me can't catch you, then there is no way a rotting version of me can. The only work for this is by you saying something like the virus actually makes people stronger, starting as a steroid of sorts, but it came with the side effect of making people hostile. Wait, that's actually pretty good. I might use that. Anyways, zombies have definitely changed over the years, starting as zombie behavior from slaves to voodoo magic, folklore, and now the flesh eating monsters that got faster over time. Regardless of where they started, they are still here, and I'm still going to consume all the media, even though it scares me. Zombies are iconic, make really cool movies, shows, and animes, and are the perfect way to get an apocalypse. There is almost no better way of creating an apocalypse than using zombies. The other popular ones are aliens and robots, but in those you can practically say whatever you want just say the alien slash robot is just built differently. So, I think zombies are better. If you enjoyed this video, then check out the video on top where I talk about the different kinds of zombies. Or you can check out my version of zombies at the bottom. If neither of those interest you, then check out my channel on the left. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow when I talk about how to survive Bird Box.